Mic check. Mic check. I think we are
You
live.
got me. You got me.
Well, we got ATV in the chat. Dude, I never pre-planned this live. I just posted on X. We'll see if anyone is joining.
Yeah, I just retweeted it.
All right, we'll give it a second. Let's see. This will be a much more low-key live stream. Curious who will hop in. Let me share that X link. All right. What is up? SVNX Dowsy in chat. It's gonna be a lighter one today, guys, but we are going to run it. ATV, want to give me a mic check, and then we're going to get into it.
Yo.
Yeah, that should be good. Anyone who is in here, ATV, give us another mic check, a little longer. Tell us if you can hear ATV clearly, because we were getting some complaints about last stream, which were potentially valid.
Yeah, hoping the audio is a little bit better today. This is about all I got before I start yelling.
Dude, you sound really good, honestly. I turned you up. I turned your audio all the way up on my end, so we're just going to cook today for this live stream. I don't know who will join. It might be a ghost. Super clear and loud. Okay, perfect.
Nice.
That's exactly what we need. Maybe I'll even turn it down a little bit then if it's loud. Perfection. So we wanted to start a little bit later today because obviously we're looking at NQ here, and this was the trade from last night during Asia. Quite at the end of Asia though, but we have been blasting up on some news apparently, and just kind of following the higher time frame order flow objective on the high time frame right now, which is extremely bullish. So if we're zooming out here, wow, have a lot of TA here. Been working on a lot of stuff in the background is all that is. Let's be cleaning that up, because we should have gathered all the data we need. Doesn't need to be on there anymore. But we're gonna check out some stuff. I know Hype is in a low time frame distribution. I didn't take a position on the low time frame distribution though. What I mean, this little guy right here. I do think it's sweet to scalp Hype. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but definitely something. Just cleaning up the NQ chart, because we're going to look to get active just in the later part of the New York session today, just given the current environment. So if we zoom out to the high time frame, you know what, let's just go on NQ here, just to make it clear. We haven't even put in any 1-day structure yet. We have our highest time frame market structure is this 12-hour. I'm going to use the NQ chart, I think. Oh. I'm going to use the NQ chart for our market structure points. We'll put market structure low. Highest time frame is the 12-hour. So kind of using these charts in combination. I'm trading right on MNQ, so that's just kind of what it is for that. Yo, Raphael, GM brother, great to see you in the chat. We are a lighter live stream. I just spontaneously dropped this. Not sure, most people are probably locked in with their own live streams for New York. We will do better at posting them in advance, but honestly, it's been a rather intense trading week. So 12-hour is that highest time frame market structure. So we are just extremely bullish and until otherwise. So let's get down to like the 4-hour here. Can get rid of some of these. Just know there was a double SMT there. Super nice. Kind of clean up this. So we got our 4-hour market structure low. I'm going to clean up all of this TA as well. And this was our local guy that we traded last night. So we can move our 4-hour market structure up once to this low. So we put in a new market structure low. And we're going to come down the time frames. Yeah, it's funny how price moves, you know, just a little distribution and then pump it. See this a lot with these indices for sure. ATV, what are you watching? What are you watching for the session? I'm gonna kind of get my routine going here with NQ. Gonna check out some volume from a couple different points. Yo, we got Chubbs in the chat. Shout out Chubbs. Absolute G.
I'm just getting situated here. This new location just got on.
Yeah, for people who are joining, we're not looking to trade the open today. That's why we started a bit later. It's just a very aggressive push up. We were up a bit late, scalping NQ last night. So just kind of getting situated, looking at some sessions here. So I don't think we'll come for it, but we can definitely put on this London low. Yeah, the trend is just extremely bullish. We're going to pull some structure demand from right here. Volume not really giving us too much in this area. Going to be more of a, I don't know. What do you think? We haven't really traded these at all-time high. But obviously they probably spend most of their time at all-time high, just like chatting up constantly. We just kind of came into the game when there was like a nice range to trade previous, but that really initiated me even into these.
Yeah. It's hard to use volume when it's trading at all-time high, but just gonna keep chatting. I'm down to ride the wave. We'll see how it looks. Any middle bands touch could be a long. We need some time for sure.
So do you think we're having ourselves a trend day? We talk about these different types of days that you can be having within the market. This one kind of has the vibes of a trend day, I would think, like similar to that oil trend day we had where it's just like bouncing off the upper band VWAP, just continuously trending up all day. Could see something like that happening.
It could be it's like pretty sure it's monthly monthly open for these things too. So
yeah, and we're gonna talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin chatting up higher. I was looking for a distribution. Where was it? In this area right here yesterday, but we never end up getting the confirmations to go short. Let's kind of take a look at this area for a second. Let me know if you guys are in any short positions in crypto, on Bitcoin, if you tried this model. So I guess it's not accurate because I think everyone was looking at this tap yesterday. Just kind of like gonna give my thoughts on it. So we had this range. Decent return to zone, better than the big range for sure. And then I think it was like this. I was pre-planning a model 1. I wanted this like supply and or this liquidity sweep and or this order block right here that got front ran. And just like the look of the highs and whatnot. But then if you come on to the low time frame to confirm this point, this is what I didn't like. So yes, you have a liquidity sweep right here, but following our market structure, like our market structure is doing this on the level 1 for the uptrend. So it was this point, but we SFP that point, making this high weak. You then take that high, fixed in the weak high, and then you go like this. So that's our level 1. And then if we go to the 1 minutes, I suppose if you want to dissect this market structure lag right here, we'll dissect it. It's really tight in here. And then you get a break of structure back to bearish right there. Only problem I had with it was the rule of not taking a level 2 break when your level 1 has demand backing it, which it absolutely did with this order block. So I saw this break and I was like, nah, we can just hit this and like go higher. I wasn't like loving these taps from a time displacement. Yes, there can be like tighter Model 2s and they absolutely do work, but I just didn't like this order block because we want this level 1 to give us a rotation down to and break this. So we want the level 2 to give us a rotation down to break the level 1, but we had this order block backing it. We end up going like through the order block, but I'll show you guys where we actually do bounce from. So a little bit of volume overriding. A little bit of volume overriding order blocks where you actually end up bouncing from the POC instead. So I also knew that the POC was there. You know, it would have been even more powerful of a block if the POC was backing it. But that's just kind of what I didn't like about the play and why I didn't take it. I was heavily looking to take a Model 1 though. That was always my preference. So clean up the chart. I was always looking to take a Model 1, but we unfortunately just never got a confirmation and it just ended up sending higher. And we'll kind of look at the PA that happened. So it looks like I took it off. You get, I believe you get a triple SFP. Yeah, so right here, you get triple SFP. And oh, and one thing I forgot to mention as well, the UTB, so PSY, UTB, trying to trade an LPSY there that's tight. The UTB never confirms on any time frame but the 1 minute, which was like a 1 minute confirmation up here. And every other time frame, it's a SFP. So this high was weak was decently weak, like from the start. It'd be way better if we actually broke that structure and then we came up and we never had the indecision and whatnot with the market structure in this area. But this SFP right here was pretty telling that this high was weak. And then you get a triple SFP right here, making this high extremely weak, which probably would make this high weak. And then this is already a weak high from its own market structure. So then let's see what happens. You get a breaker structure back to bullish right there on this local, and then you just never really looked back, honestly. You never looked back. I was looking to short this right here, and we never end up getting the confirmation. We never end up taking that low. So good price action by Bitcoin. It never tried to trick me into going short because, you know, it was also an SMT with ETH. Like there was a lot of things lining up to take this short right here. But we never got the confirmations. So that was a great thing. We can get this supply off the chart because yeah, that was kind of my thing. Let me know in the chat if there is people. Let me know what you guys were thinking of that area, how you were reading it. Let's get rid of the replay mode. Okay. Bitcoin's showing some signs of rejection in this supply POI. ATV, I'm just like not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about the model, but like, hey, it could work. You know, it could work.
Yeah. I'm not too bothered about it right now either. Fuck, actually.
What?
It's interesting.
It's about to
actually just hadn't looked at it. I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, it's about to potentially break structure, and it's an alert for that low. Have a little bit of demand, but it's mostly just like that range structure demand that we use to already go higher, UNFs and whatnot. How's hype doing? It's kind of getting an accumulation. Could also push up into this is POC backed supply right here, so it could be a model 1 as well. I would maybe trade that. I'm already short.
Let me zoom out and see how this thing looks.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like a crazy retest, but maybe it was crazy because that monthly open. We can check the monthly chart as well. Let's check the monthly. Yeah, so we would definitely get, if we flipped this candle bearish, we would definitely get a pretty nice wick. Yeah, that's interesting. It is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is actually. I'm more interested in it than I thought.
Oh, so close.
Starting to like when things send into POIs. It's actually like kind of sick.
What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Like if it was to look something like this, that would be pretty nice. Flip this candle bearish, come up, and that's like the dissension down to take out 60K, and then we form some sort of accumulation after that. But like that would be like a pretty clean way to finish it, I think. Just on the bars.
Yeah, it would be pretty clean.
What have we done before? That was pretty nice. Bang. That was pretty nice. This obviously was super nice. I think we're gonna get such a better low than we did in the last cycle for some reason. I just got a feeling everything just like looks better this cycle. Right to the distribution at the highs, just looking better than last time. Just better. I don't know, maybe more institutional involvement, making the chart better. Damn, like that low actually that put in the AR of the bigger range is actually super clean on the monthly bars. But okay, now that we've done some high time frame analysis, it's like, is this just like short, like you're shorting an LPSY and all this stuff was nonsense and liquidity? Because like that wasn't like, that was a good POC rejection, but it wasn't the best LPSY high. Yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about it for sure. Just pull up some exchanges. Hopefully my laptop doesn't have a complete meltdown. That would be good.
Yeah, give me a shout if that breaks structure. I'm just doing some futures TA quick to get ready.
Okay, yeah, you do the futures TA. I will I'll watch Bitcoin because we are actually pushing down here. Had like some sort of local little model, but yeah, it would be like happening pretty like right now.
Okay, gotcha.
It is we got that one like little demand block, but it's decently there. So we're like rocking a 5, probably somewhere around a 5 RR to that technical target. I gotta see if I really like this high. Yo, Dowsy, give me some Bojan comms in the chat. Where's the chat? What do you guys think about Sol?
What do you guys think about Sol?
I'll have to check it out, bro. I've been laser focused on Biddy here. It's not the nicest. It's technically valid though. You did close that. It's actually like pretty nice. It's decent on the 45. Oh, the way we came up was so like nice liquidity, and like we actually like bounced and mitigated like a decent structure demand POI that I was kind of just looking past, to be honest. I don't like when I do that. I kind of wasn't giving that like what we put that ugly accumulation into, like decent demand, honestly.
It was Doge there.
That I don't know. Let's look at Doge on the monthly. These altcoins are just in such interesting spots. Such interesting spots. Just so low on the chart and still like probably going lower. Doge is not one of my favorite ranges. It could be like having some like Model 1 though, locally. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's something. It's something for sure. If you wanted more of like a lower time frame trade. Maybe. Came for that most refined supply. Bang. Okay, there's something on Doge if this model suits your eye. No volume inefficiency, just kind of like chilling. Sudden alert for that Doge break. It's kind of creating highs though. I know that some models can like do that and work. It's not my favorite though when I see it. That is for sure. Sometimes you do create those highs and then you break down aggressively, creating like a supply POI, structure supply POI like this. That's nice sometimes. Kind of just like eliminating these highs. So if we did something like that, maybe I'd be more interested. Trade a LPSY on it. Not really looking to trade a UTAD on Doge right now. Not even convinced that this is a Wyckoff range. And if it's not, we can maybe even look at this being a range, this bigger range here. That's also on the table for sure. I posted about Litecoin. I'm pretty interested in Litecoin. Okay, Bitcoin, we got an alert there. We'll flip back to it when the alert goes off, if it does. So I want to talk about Litecoin because I knew when I posted I was gonna get some shit like, oh, wrong range pull, like, you know. For me, I'm not really caring about that. When you're having an accumulation, it can go over into distribution. You see it so much. Maybe not as much in crypto, although I say that like Bitcoin does it a decent amount, especially on LPSYs. So I think the market makers use these when they are doing like reaccumulations or redistributions. You wouldn't want to see one of these, for example, at all-time high. It's like you already are in a downtrend, an extended downtrend, and then you get an accumulation to sweep more liquidity that goes right into a distribution and continues the trend. That would be like the same here, and so that's why you see them on LPSYs. Sometimes because yeah, sometimes you see them on LPSYs because they're redistributions or reaccumulations within a bigger range. And you also see this with like bullish assets, stocks, for example, indices, for example, that their mission is to go up. Like they will get like distributions that flow right into accumulations. Silver, the same, when it was on that epic run up that it had, it would get distributions right into accumulations, go higher. But crypto is kind of reverse. We're in like an epic downtrend. So definitely looking at this idea on LTC, and you know, it's up to you what type of ranges you're pulling. But this is absolutely something that I like to see. I'll be watching. I have an alert set for this POI. If this was the retest that they give, I'm not really too interested in it. But I am interested to trade something in this area. And if we don't get the confirmations and go higher, then we can look at this smaller range. But I actually like it a lot less. You know, I like it a lot less. Let's check the volume. Very similar. It's nice. It's nice. What's Bitcoin doing? Okay. Now this might be time, ATB. Let me just check the highs. Let me just get my exchange ready, actually. That would be like a legendary retest if it actually did this, to be honest. It would be pretty legendary. Yeah, ATV, we're getting that break. We'll start trying to. Alert's going off. Okay. That New York manipulation push up is honestly super nice too. Straight up. Okay. Okay. Let's just be ready here.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm watching ES too.
Yeah, we haven't got the break yet though. What's the best time frame? The 10-minute, I think. I think I would like to see the 10-minute close. And I also want to see what we do in that little bit of demand. I really wish we would have hit it. Do I think that demand is going to hold us up? No. Okay, so we're breaking back inside value again too. By value, I mean this volume profile. Though we have like the POC that we'll have to fight, but like, you know, that's pretty much the case with every range. Not every range, but in crypto lots of times. But it does take place back inside value. Yeah, this has been a war zone a little bit. Such an interesting accumulation that pumps us up here. Nothing as of yet. He wasn't wanting it just yet. It's all right. That is a-okay. I just gotta really decide if I like this. You know, I gotta think about this one, guys. Like, go into my mind, is this the high on Bitcoin? So if you are in this chat, like, and this trade plays out, you will see the high on Bitcoin to 60K. I just gotta decide if this is it. I'm also happy to take a loss on it, you know, and we create another goddamn range, but ATV, if you had to guess, is this the high before 60K? They put it in aggressively. They put it in on a monthly open.
I think it could be.
I think it could be. Like the fashion that it happened, pumping hard on New York, like getting people bullish again. Maybe they thought some LPSY failure, but the real LPSY wasn't even in yet. I don't know. I think I'd be like, for me, I think I like plays when it's my own play and I'm willing to open myself up to the market to find out. You know, like I would not love to see this flush all the way to 60K and me being like, oh, like I didn't want to risk 1%, you know, to find out. Nah.
Yeah. Might be worth it.
Exchanges we take this on. Is the question. Guys, not sure who's in the chat, but we're going to run some banger lives in the future here. We might get a DJ to DJ them. I think it would be such a vibe. We've been doing that on our private streams, and it's been absolutely loving it. Okay, we're gonna go for another crack at it here, ATV.
Taking Goody?
Yeah, just check him out. He's going for another. So what do we got? We got 5 minute supply. To run as least of tabs as possible right now. Get rid of X. Oh, that'd be a legendary retest. If I see this demand fail, I will enter as well.
Okay.
I don't even like it, you know, it's UNF. I'm decent ready on the sticks. Yeah, okay. Oh, that SFP though. If you SFP that, you don't want to be entering because your stop.
It's funny just to watch like how closely the indices and Bitcoin move together sometimes.
Yeah, it is actually eye-opening, hey?
Like ES is kind of the Bitcoin of TradFi.
It is, yeah. NQ is the ETH of crypto.
Yeah.
I kind of like NQ better though.
So ES was just came back to New York POC, got a bounce there, gonna watch it.
Yeah, just right into range demand too.
And if you pull a VP from the daily open too, perfect POC tap there.
I wish my daily just like kept expanding. Are you on ES or you're on NQ?
Me too. I'm on ES.
Okay. The NQ bouncing from its value area high. Guys, let me know what you think of the dashed lines for value area highs. I'm testing them out just to get me to like look at them more. Also, let me know what you think of the new volume profiles. I'm kind of in love with it. I'm gonna pull a VP from, yeah, dude, you just gotta tag team ES and NQ. I'll be the NQ guy. There actually like could be a cool short on NQ where it has supply backed by the POC of the New York session. Maybe that would be, it's also a fresh break of structure on the 1 minutes though, but the 1 minutes can be powerful. The 1 minutes can be powerful in this game. Bitcoin check? I'm not crazy about this PA right now. He's getting pretty indecisive there. Is there a, oh man, if this is the high and he gives this model, I've been studying like Bitcoin micro models. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite micro I have ever seen. But sometimes they're interesting, you know, sometimes they're really interesting. Okay, that 5 minute OB is also 1 minute structure demand, which is actually nice. I just wouldn't want to test it right away. Like, we do have a micro though. Man, we've seen Bitcoin give like some crazy micro models that just like absolutely nuke the chart. Those were crazy times. But we're moving back up on Biddy now, so kind of everyone just at ease, soldiers. At ease, soldiers. Nothing to see here just yet. Our low is now a UNF though, so it potentially could get taken out. That demand is a UNF. Not really seeing any other demand on the LTFs. This is like range demand, but decently backed by the POC, but we'll kind of have to see. All right. Let's let Bitcoin be for now. He technically got a 2 minute break of structure. So 2 minute break, 3 minute SFP. It's not even 5 minute structure. So it's 3 minute. Like, dude, I think that NQ could potentially reject from that supply POI. What do you think? Supply POI backed by the POC of the day, of the New York session, sorry.
Yeah, I had oil come into like a pretty good 4-hour order block. I'm trying to get a read on him.
Looks like he's also an inefficiency on the 30 seconds. Cheeky little inefficiency too. Had a Wyckoff Model 1 at the highs. Micro though, guys. Could technically say range reversal model if you like that little micro we put in at the top.
Initial balance is in now.
Good comms. Where is it? Yeah, so I'd be betting on a rejection from the IB high. Maybe just looking to run it to middle band. VWAP, electronic. Dude, I should cheat and just put a New York session. Where's the New York session? And just put a New York session anchored. Just to always know on the same tab. Okay. So if I put an anchored view up, guys, this will just show me basically RTH middle band, RTH being regular trading hours. Yeah. Okay, dude. So the short on NQ is also the RTH upper band as well. So three confluences can be a trade for me. I would kind of be fading RTH middle band. Although we can like bounce off it to get up there. Let me just make sure I'm ready to trade. Let me check the chat. Are we alive in there, boys? Yo. Douglas, what up? ES flushing? Is it? Stream
You
still...
also said that before.
Okay. Stream still in? Stream died. Guys, are we live? Is the stream still live? It's live for me.
I don't know.
ATV, can you check? Dude, it was probably when I was trying to pull up my other freaking exchanges, bro. My laptop's having a tough time with that.
Yeah, they said it's good now.
Okay, nice. Sorry, guys. Tech issues. My bad. Oh, dude. GBPNZD. I don't know what to do about that guy, man. I think it's done. That's been the worst trade of my career. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've hated every second of that since we started uptrending. Just looking at my exchanges, seeing what I want to do. You know what, man? Okay, Bitcoin's moving back up. I don't really love that, man. You got an SFP there, like weak high. I have to see a lot more. Need an absolute reconfirmation. That we know for sure. Patience. Oh, do I dare look at this thing? Oh my. Oh my. Let me know if you guys are in GBPNZD. I would have loved to just get out on this SFP. Oh man, if I would have known we were gonna uptrend like this, I was trying to short it like so many times. I even have my TA on. Just terrible, guys. This trade has taught me a lot about macro swings. Like, I do not like them one bit. I do not like them one bit. The only thing is, like, is if we're going in, like, having an accumulation going into a distribution. Oh my.
I'm not sure. The indices are kind of... I'm not sure what their move is today.
I think I might short NQ in this range reversal model POI and POC of the New York session IB high protecting. I don't know. That might be it. And RTH upper band. How I'm gonna get in, I'm not exactly sure yet. Is this gonna be a legendary Friday New York session? We'll see. We are live. Anything can happen. It's the beautiful thing about the market. Anything can happen. I wouldn't short BTC, but you do you. Want to give it some time, even if it breaks. Yep.
Okay.
I respect that, bro. I respect that. The thing is, like, I don't care if I lose. So that's maybe the difference. Like, how would it look? Let me just like, let me visualize it here, guys. Super nice micro model to put in our first real LPSY, and we would need to create, like, we would need to like flush down pretty hard. So like, what is like the news and stuff then? Like, what would the news be? Like, war is back on? I wasn't aware of the news today, whatever it was. So would it be like, war is back on? Iran has all the Bitcoin in the world and they're going to destroy it. Fuck, I don't know. I'd want to see like huge supply creation. Like if I could like draw a supply POI like this, oh, then we'd be like massive supply chain. Like that would be so nice. And we don't even retest it. Just come into this fair value gap. Maybe inverse the fair value gap, like break through this fair value gap with the POC. We flip that. Probably the best trade, guys. Actually, if who said that? Who said I wouldn't short BTC? Douglas. I think something could be nice where if you do see it break down, inverse that fair value gap right there and flip the POC and then come back into that, short the inverse fair value gap, stop loss above the high. Can't believe I'm saying IFVG, but I've just been noticing them a little bit more. Maybe it's because the futures and whatnot, but I always get like some sort of reaction, but it'd be mostly flipping the POC, I think. Then having the POC on your side is super nice. But patience for now. Do I need to get it? Like, how can I even get a better laptop? I have a MacBook Pro, but this thing like absolutely battles to run all these exchanges and whatnot. Let me check the highest time frame market structure while we wait on GBP NZD, just in case someone is in this, which could be possible. Otherwise, like, I need to be getting out of this and just like moving on with my life. Can't even tell what that doji is. Doesn't matter though. We broke this market structure, which is the 10-hour. Has the 10-hour ever broken back to bullish? No. SFP of the 10-hour market structure. We're hanging on by a thread, guys. We're hanging on by a 10-hour SFP. If that SFP could rotate us back to this low, I think like it could be, you know, that would be the best case scenario ever possible, where you had like a really tight distribution right here. Almost kind of like this range right here, to be honest, guys. Wow, I'm just seeing this now. Because your accumulation doesn't have to go like right over into the full range distribution. Kind of like this right here. Wow, if I was a dog, I'd potentially like enter another position. I'm not going to though. I'm not messing around with this. See SFP of the UTB low. No, it was already taken out. My bad. It's not my favorite model. Oh, local model too. Wow, this thing is performing out here. I don't mind it, man. I'm staying in this. I'm staying in this. I like this price action. I was actually looking to trade this accumulation, but we slightly front ran. Could have just trusted market structure though. Find an FX, like if price like comes down more aggressively into your POI that you're watching, like your extreme POI, the supply created from that gets absolutely disrespected so much. I find that pretty interesting. Here, for example, whatever supply created here, point is to accumulate, absolutely just blast right through it. Right here is what I mean. So like, it seems like they're like so selective on what they protect. Sometimes it happens in crypto too. What does Lars Kaustra say? DEEC, distribution, extreme point mitigation, continuation. And then I think we went into a pretty interesting distribution here. I actually like this range. I think my whole invalidation for this model to even still be in anymore is this point, truthfully. I'm gonna set an alert for that point. Hopefully that never goes off. If we break that point, I think we will come to this supply, which is like, my break even is probably like up here or whatever, short in this area. That feels like a lifetime ago, to be honest. Kind of liking this model though. So I think it's valid to play it as like a play, but also keep in mind it's Friday and whatnot. So you would want to play it on this break structure though, and leave room for a pretty decent spread. So you can never get that high of RRs on unless it's a macro play on something like this due to spread. Still, I'll watch this, see if it completes. Because that'd be super nice. Having all Wyckoff points. Bitcoin here, just kind of chilling. NQ end up rejecting. What, rejected off the electronic upper band.
Yeah.
Nothing could really be done about that for myself. It's 11 o'clock. Been sipping on a little Synergy kombucha trilogy flavor. Great kombucha. Josh says, I had to get a gaming PC. My MacBook just couldn't handle it. PC is the best thing I ever bought. No lag. Doesn't sound like jets taking off like my Mac did. Bro, my MacBook literally is a SpaceX rocket ship every day. Like, this thing can't handle it, bro. Like, this thing sounds like a freaking jet engine. Currently, even. It can't handle like all the exchanges and the live stream and whatnot. But you know, we'll make do for now. We'll make do for now. So gaming PC. What type of gaming PC did you get? I think if I got one of those Alienware like gaming laptops and I have an Alienware monitor, I think that would be so nice. I'm just kind of like a Mac guy. Like I like the aesthetics of Mac and like the iPhone and like all these things together. So I wonder if I'd lose some of that. Or if I would just use the gaming PC like when I'm at my home setup, and then I would like take my MacBook like on the go to coffee shops and stuff. Definitely thinking of something like that. Yeah, AT, I'm just being patient with NQ here. If he wants to come back up, I would like that. I'd be quite a fan of that.
Yeah, I won't force anything on a Friday.
No forcing. I am pretty profitable on Fridays, but hey, if we don't get a trade today, I guess we had that Asia, we had the Asia trade, so we actually would be a profitable Friday. But you know, we gotta check some context charts, man. Like, what's US, dude? So USDT came into extreme, for me, supply, right? But extreme demand. So it is still like the perfect place to still have the model prevail. I have my chart inverted, guys. I'm back on the inverted wave. I did like a couple days on regular and I just can't do it no more. iBower PC. I buy power PC, just need to have something with 32 gigabytes or more to run fast enough. Whole setup was around 1500. Cool. That's good to know. Do you have like, so is that where you have like the whole like PC rig on your desk? I think those do look pretty sick, honestly. I like the look of those for like a studio. Oh man, USDT would be crazy clean actually if it did still play out. I'm just like not crazy about these levels still here, but that's totally fine, you know. I've also been going away from hidden liquidity quite hard, so I don't really care about this level too much anymore. But hey, USDT has definitely been known to respect hidden liquidity. Did you get the slightest candle close? Okay, you actually did get a candle close there, so I wouldn't be saying like straight SFP.
I'm kind of watching ES here on the POC.
Let me flip over to ES.
Interesting that I could see it roll over as well to SMT with NQ.
Okay. Guys, check out this ES chart. Actually super clean. NQ was not as clean as this, guys. Just in the way that it was able to trade Wyckoff. Why are you running away from hidden liquidity? Ultimately, brother, I just am using it for confluence. It just became too much for me. I have to like focus and just master Wyckoff supply and demand volume. So I actually kind of like replaced hidden liquidity more so with volume. Maybe I'll come back to it. I still notice them on the charts. But I just not really looking to play them at all. But I definitely am still like aware of the levels and whatnot, but like I just want to be more a master of one than trying to do all these different things is what I kind of found. But that's kind of the answer to that. But let me just explain ES here for a second. because it's one of the cleanest charts in the game. Just in the price action that it had. So you had that Wyckoff Model 2 distribution at all-time high that then broke structure. So I'm noticing something very interesting about break structures back to bearish, especially with the indices. It's like you can maybe get one more trade out of them, and that it just like allows you to get that next trade. It's definitely not going to extend a massive downtrend because these things are rigged to go up. But you get the breaker structure and then it goes over. We traded this accumulation, I think, took NAS, it was a SMT here, and then goes into another beautiful distribution where when you're just trading New York sessions, what trade did I take? I took a RIM C trade, shout out the RIM C guys, just to complete the model, something like this. I forget, it was due to VWAP and volume and whatnot. Let's clean that up a bit. But yeah, just to like finish the order flow of completing this, but I actually took a loss on NQ trying to do the same thing, which absolutely failed. NQ like pumped all the way up here. I wasn't sure what was going on there. You went into, then you had FOMC. You had the crazy FOMC price action, which was what all this bullshit was. But yeah, it was super nice. Just came up on New York, swept liquidity, had a New York breaker structure, and then retest into a VWAP band, RIM see that, and supply obviously, RIM see that back down to complete the Wyckoff model. FOMC craziness, blasted higher, new game board. So this is all irrelevant now. New game board, it's all about intra-session trading in this game. So they just, I feel like they just keep the game going, you know, it's a carnival going 24/7, 24/5. Dude, ES was just as clean as NQ yesterday. That's nice. Little bit of a different chart here. You guys are gonna see how I set up the game board now. Starting from nothing. I've only set up NQ. Let's just quick check. Okay, we're moving back up. I never really set up ES today, which is on me. Okay, pretty similar. New York session volume. Are we accumulating at the POC here? In the middle band?
Yeah.
That's what you're watching. I think the trade has already happened though. For me. Range demand. Are you in this?
No, I'm not.
It's pretty nice.
Trying to get a fucking read on oil, bro.
Sometimes in this game, you have to like, you gotta catch retests. There was definitely, I wasn't watching ES. Yeah, that's definitely a valid play. The Wyckoff model is the cherry on top. Very hard to confirm with market structure. It's not really, it's not a trade that you would take on a market structure confirmation.
No.
They do give crazy retests sometimes though. Once like the model is confirmed, you will see like, oh, you're like, oh, this model is confirmed that it's going to happen. And then they give like a crazy retest that would scare some people. And then if you're just a dog and you just get in, I think it's good. If we came back down to this level, I would just fire for a 1.7 to upper band, but we'll see if we do. I think we're just gonna complete though. It's all good. I wasn't really watching it. Clean little distro it had right here that went over, so that distribution